Hey rockers, welcome to Mama-Ology Psychology, where you get to peer into the minds of the owners of Mama-Ology Burgers. We're bringing you into our world, where we talk all things business, lifestyle, and our psychology.
Welcome
guys.
Mama-Ology, right?
Yes.
This is number...
I think we're at number 5 now.
Yeah.
Yes.
105.
Yeah. What are we talking about today, guys?
Today, we're talking about the interesting dynamics of dating in Nairobi.
Yes. I personally feel like dating in Nairobi is different from anywhere else in the world. And yeah, it's just the particular dynamics of Nairobi are very peculiar. I can't say that word for some reason. They're very peculiar. And it was really interesting, you know, coming from another part of the world, coming to Nairobi. It was interesting to see the difference in the kind of dating scene. And I suppose I would like to share that today with you guys.
But first, I'm not being antisocial. I'm listening to every word you're saying. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking for a certain file on my phone. Mm-hmm. So we want to change up a little bit today so we can share our own personal stories today. But in the interest of anonymity, how do you say it?
Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah, you got it, don't worry.
Part of my research for this particular podcast, we asked a few friends to tell us their dating stories. So I'm gonna tell you a story one by one, and then we'll discuss it. Right?
Okay. Cool.
So I've got my earphone in my ear because I'm gonna listen to what she's saying, and I'm gonna retell the story.
So it's an audio file.
Isn't? Yeah. Thank you. Well, I have an earphone in my ear. What other file is it gonna be?
Well, yeah, you kind of have to explain that to people.
Really? Like, when do pantomime, like stand and do like. Okay, so I'm being
especially for the people who are not seeing this visually, they're hearing it. The voice file.
So okay, so let me start. Hey Nat, I remember. Yeah, so let me just start. Sorry. La 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 la. All right, so this personally happened to one chick. So she goes to the gym. Mm-hmm. Really hot guy. Asked her for her number. Yeah. And she was like, all he wanted to do was sleep with her. And in the process, he was just degrading other women. So he came up to her and was like, you're the one chick in this gym that doesn't have stretch marks. So I have a glass of wine. Come over and I want to put you in different positions.
Okay, wait.
That's the first one.
Okay, wait.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm pausing it because I can't hear you.
So, yes. Wait a minute. So, a chick is in the gym.
Did it actually go like that?
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Word for word.
Okay, so all right, let's act this out. I'm in the gym, and then some dude comes up who likes me, and then decides to say, "Oh, you look great. You seem great because what was it?
Because he said he noticed other chicks in the gym have stretch marks, and he noticed that she didn't have any stretch marks.
So she gave him her number. She gave him.
Wait. So his process for finding a chick is to find a chick without stretch marks. Yeah.
And her response was to give him her number.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she probably overlooked that flaw because she said that he was particularly hot. And that's a rarity, I'm sorry.
So both of them at this particular point are being very visual.
It looks
she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
I take it back. She was, because she did make a note of saying that he was extremely hot.
Yeah, and that's the reason why she overlooked.
Yeah, because
that
I'm sorry if a guy came over to me and said, "Yeah, everyone in this gym has no stretch marks. Stretch marks. You have stretch marks. I mean, sorry,
you don't.
You don't have stretch marks, and that's my elimination process."
Yeah. And it was like, "You got a really nice face."
I know that, and then you still proceeded to give him your number. It means. No, you are okay.
Look,
with that person.
So let's move on.
Let's stop. Right. There's a drought. Let's be real. There's a drought.
I'm sorry.
A particularly hot guy comes up to you in the gym, and maybe that's his way of being flatterous, giving you flatterous. I'm making up my own words, okay?
Flirtatious.
And trying to flatter you. Yeah. And let's be real. The first time you see someone, it's visual. You're not saying, "Oh, I can feel your mind from across the gym," is it? So he's trying to say you're pretty. I'm not down with the whole stretch mark comment. I think that's stretching it too far.
Pun intended.
Yeah, no pun. Pun intended.
Yes.
So they exchanged numbers, and he started messaging her. Sorry, I missed this out. He's messaging her saying, "Come around for a glass of wine because I want to put you in different positions." This is the first text.
So clearly this guy is out for sex. If the girl is out for sex too, then that's cool. Like they've got mutual ambitions.
What are we discussing first of all? So we're just discussing that. It's like,
what do you think of that?
It's like a clean shot for
incident?
me. Like, what's the issue? What is the issue?
So I think
I have issues with it, but if
she
you
did
don't
not.
have
We
issues
talk
with
about
it,
this
that's
guy.
cool.
she didn't pursue it anymore because she didn't like the approach that he was just literally focused
But what's
on
the difference?
a sexual relationship, which is not what she was aiming for.
But she
The dude just
gave
came up.
him his number.
Yeah.
She gave him her
but she
number.
wasn't expecting that text message.
Yeah, after his
stretch
pickup
mark
line,
comment.
his pickup line was stretch marks.
Yeah, true. I'm saying
His pickup line was stretch
I'm
marks, and you think this guy is deep. You think this guy is gonna talk about books and whatever. Yo,
Look, from my point of view, I really feel like it depends what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a deep guy, then straight away you know this guy is not deep. If you're looking for a hookup, then sure, this is the perfect guy for
So
you.
maybe she was in the moment and she disregarded that comment and she thought, let me give this dude another chance.
so
Let me
how's
give you his
that?
number.
How's this dude's fault?
No, it's not about blame. It's
Okay.
about perspective.
Yeah, okay.
And we're talking about the dating environment in Nairobi. And obviously you're a dude, then you can give your 2 cents. And then we're giving our
my
2
2
cents.
cents in
And
this
I'm just
matter.
explaining the environment that we're in, that there's a drought. So, you know, you
Here's
can't
the
just shut
thing.
him down, first of all. She could do, but anyway, yeah.
This here's my so like when she turned him down afterwards because of how directly sexual his sex were.
Yeah.
So my issue is this. The dude came up to you. His pickup lines were something to do with stretch marks.
Yeah.
So all physical. So clearly already the dude is like, I'm going in for sex. Even when I'm coming to ask for your number, I'm using your physical traits to get your number. I'm not using like you look like the kind of person I want to talk to. It was like they have stretch marks, you don't. Very clearly, I don't want to see them naked. I want to see you naked. That's what he's saying. You get me? So when he goes back to the house, sends this text about following up on the stretch mark thing, because he doesn't want to see the other ones with the stretch marks naked, and you want to see you. And I'm following up on that. From that point, he says, you want to come over, I want to turn you different positions and really confirm your body doesn't have stretch marks. You get me? And then she's going to be offended on the text, while face to face, she was like, yeah, have my number.
Okay, so from what you've just said, let me just recap. What you're saying is all the signs were there. She shouldn't have been shocked, and she should have shut him down from the very beginning.
Why is she shutting? Yeah. Why is she being mad at the dude for being the dude?
Yeah,
for being himself.
He showed himself. He showed himself. Literally.
Yeah, he showed himself from the beginning.
From his first sentence.
She is the deceiver. You understand me?
How?
The dude came straight up. Yeah,
He's been straight.
The dude was like, you're fine. They're not. I want you. You get me?
Okay.
That's how I'm interpreting
So you're
it.
saying it's
And
her
then
responsibility.
at the time, she gave the dude the wrong signal by
Okay.
giving him
The number.
Yeah, because the dude is like, because I see literally, it's like if I come up to you and be like, I'm down for sex, you down for sex. And then you give me your number. And then when I go back home to follow up on the same thing, you're like,
nah.
you're such an asshole. All thing of is sex.
But that's where we started.
This is one of the things like
I
guys
agree.
put on dudes. That dudes are just like, what did I do? You get me? What did I do as a dude?
However, I agree with you. I actually agree with you. However, if you're out there looking for more than sex, then you should turn this dude down from the beginning. You know what you're getting. He's been very straightforward. He said what he's looking for. Yeah? You've accepted it by giving your number after he gave the stretch mark comment. Giving your number, you've accepted that's the status.
Yeah.
That's what you're going for.
And you
also want sex.
really know what kind of mental level he's at by
Yeah.
saying that. Like, he's not exactly a gentleman.
Exactly.
In a traditional sense. All right. Should we move on to story number 2?
Yeah.
So I think we've stretched that one out. Okay, next one.
I just think, whatever you put out there, if somebody has come to you on a certain platform and said, this is what I want,
Yeah.
and you've accepted it, that's the end of the story.
Right, second story. So this guy and girl were chatting, and he was quite well off.
Yeah.
So he's someone who had money, and she was a stereotypical pretty chick, light skinned. We can talk about that.
The stereotype.
Anyway, the stereotype of beauty. Let's just say that. And he invited her out. So she turned up at this restaurant. Actually, no, for drinks at a bar. And she was wearing a lace front wig. And he basically said, "What's up with that? I can see your lace fronts."
Okay.
And why does she have so much makeup on? and she should stop feeling herself like she's really beautiful or hot because she's mixed race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Loads of assumptions there.
So she stayed and she had a few drinks and he dropped her home after that interaction.
Oh, really?
What are your thoughts about that situation?
The same scenario as the first one. I'm an asshole. I'm gonna tell you I'm an asshole. And you're gonna stick around. We're gonna see going fuck.
I've told you from the beginning. No, wait. The first words, when you interact, you're right. I'm the woman. I'm stepping into a restaurant to meet this guy who's, basically, it's like a blind date. Yeah. The first words that this guy says to me.
It's not a blind date. Let's start with that. It's a fast date.
Yeah, but it's blind because you never met each other.
No,
You've
they'd
seen
met
each
each other
other
before.
Yeah.
They'd met each other before. So they met and then he asked her out to come
Then
on
they
the same
exchange
date.
numbers.
Okay.
So
and
they
then
were
they
sitting
go
down.
on.
before-
Wait, I made this is worse because they were sitting down as a group of guys. All of the guy friends were together.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a one-on-one date. He'd invited her to hang out with his friends at a club. She walks in, she sits down, and he
Again,
goes, "What's up with your
my
lace front?
point.
And why do you have so much makeup
My
on?"
point, I'm an asshole. I'm gonna tell you I'm an asshole. I'm gonna show you I'm an asshole. And then I'm gonna ask you home with me. And you're
gonna say yeah.
And you're gonna say yes, you still gotta come with me. And then you're gonna go home and bitch to your girlfriends.
For me, it would have stopped at lace front.
I find this really difficult as a strong woman.
How is it
I find this
difficult?
difficult to comment on
As
because
a-
I know that I wouldn't react in the way that this girl reacted. I
She
call
did
her a
not-
girl.
She did not react.
I call her a girl because,
She's not
as
a
far as
woman.
I'm concerned, a woman who is, confident in themselves wouldn't allow that to happen to
I
themselves.
agree with you.
I
Actually,
wouldn't even let my friend talk to me like that.
Wouldn't allow that to happen.
Let
I'm
alone
sorry.
a guy in front of his friend.
So my thing again is what is it with these type of girls who go have a bad experience that they allow to happen and then they go back home and call men assholes or whatever.
Can I tell you what the motive might be a little bit here as well? I think what it is, we're in a world where guys who are successful, from my experience, that mean financially successful, whether you deem to be successful, are in limited supply.
Yeah.
So he had leverage over her.
So she was after money.
Yeah, then she needs to question her motives then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
he knows he can treat her like that because he can get another chick, another good looking
she has
chick.
allowed herself to be treated like that.
This is why I have a big issue with women who expect money from men. Like I'm a strong believer in doing it for yourself. Yeah. So if you're a strong woman, you make your own money. You can never be in a position where you go somewhere. Wait, let me finish. Sorry. You can never be in a position as a strong woman to go somewhere expecting a dude, expecting to all this, appreciation from a dude, and your self-worth is pinned on whatever this dude says. If you're going out wearing a lace front wig, go out with confidence. This guy shouldn't be able to bring you down. You should be able to, feel great in that wig.
But he was definitely insecure.
Rock that wig.
He's definitely insecure because why does he feel the need to put her down? Why do that?
But she's also insecure because why does she have to still sit there
and take that? Yeah.
and take that? So
And allow the abuse. It's
both
abuse.
of them are feeding off each other. Both of them are like addicts of their own downfalls. You get me?
For the guy, it was like you were meant to be presented in this way. I expected you to be presented in this certain way. You're not presented in that way.
And for the chick, is like, because I am after material things that you possess, I will take whatever bullshit
Exactly.
you throw
I will
my
allow
way.
you to dictate to me how I should present myself.
So this is all the subtext that went on, really.
Yeah.
Why as a woman are you allowing yourself to be dictated to?
But here's the thing. I think it's also a societal thing because I know a bunch of independent women who they don't really need a man to give them cash, but still their type of man has to be wealthy. You get me?
Yeah.
Like for them to, whoever they date still has to have money.
Yeah.
And they will still take that approach of what are you gonna do for me materially as well. So when they go for that date, they will still expect the man to pay.
And that's all fine. It's not my boat, but I'm saying that's fine. But why would you allow yourself, like she said, to be abused and demeaned?
So I think it's an exchange. It's an exchange. Like
and
he's just saying.
Because when you place value in material things, then you give them power. So the dude who has that power feels like I can get away with this because I've done it over and over, and there's been no consequences.
Yeah, no one's ever said anything to me.
All I hear is men are this. But for me, I'm that man they're talking about, but I still get away with it. So why should I change?
But
get away with it every time.
What's scary is it's obviously not the first time he's done that. And it's become a habit, which means that women have allowed that behavior to continue.
Including the girl who sent you the whatever complaint.
Yeah.
The woman has allowed it because she has gone there clearly with no money of her own. Like, 'cause
We
that
are
would've-
assuming though.
No, I'm assuming that because I feel like that would have given her more. I'm not saying. What I'm trying to say is that I feel like I'm assuming she's got no money because
No, but I'm just saying it's a woman who has no self-value.
Yeah, no
period.
self-esteem.
Like she might actually have money,
Yeah.
but because that's how the society has programmed her to go after rich men, and rich men, like you said, are in scarce.
I think I'm saying
Are in
I'm
scarcity.
talking about money that you've earned. I feel like if you are a woman of value who's earned her money, you wouldn't behave like this.
That's what you're assuming because you're
Maybe.
comparing her to yourself. You're reasoning how if it was Samantha wouldn't have done this. You get me? But you can't use.
I'm not.
use.
But I'm not. Also, I'm not saying I have money. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I have worth and value.
Yeah, self.
I've got self-worth.
Yeah, self.
And I
yeah.
think I may be attributing self-worth
To money.
to money, not
But
really
it's not
money,
really.
to earning. What I'm saying is the process of earning money, for me, is that you have to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And if you've worked on yourself, you wouldn't be in this position.
Although
That's-
I know
Yeah.
a few broke girls who still wouldn't have put up with that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Because they have
girls
self-confidence and pride.
Yeah, like she might even have like rent to pay tomorrow,
Yeah.
and she really needs you.
Yeah.
But then she won't tolerate that bullshit.
Yeah.
She'll still walk away.
And I admire that woman.
So it's a
Yeah.
self-esteem issue more than just
Yes.
like
Yeah.
a money
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
All right, next story. Are you
Okay.
ready?
She needs to work on her self-esteem.
Yeah. So what would you tell her if she was here?
Work on your self-esteem. I would say, just go spend some time with yourself, love yourself, know who you are, and understand, like, go through, make a list of what you would take and what you don't take.
Know your standards.
Know your standards. You need to have standards. It's not about being bougie. It's about knowing your self-worth.
Otherwise, you'll fall for anything and
Yeah.
anyone. You have to have your own boundaries.
You have to have respect for yourself.
Moses, what would you say to the guy?
Or to the guy,
Yeah.
keep doing your thing. For why would he change? It's
Yeah,
working.
he has no incentive to
He's
change.
telling
working.
his truth. He's
It's-
telling his
yeah,
truth, to be
it's
honest.
working, and
Yeah.
it's working. Do
For
your
me,
thing.
yeah.
Call them all hoes.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Do your
I wouldn't
thing.
go that far because we haven't got any evidence. to show you.
I'm saying,
We haven't got any evidence to show
because
she's
that's
hard.
where the path is going down. Basically, when we fast forward this dude's character. If he's not stopped, like if there's no women who come in his life who make him change his behavior, he'll keep getting worse. And so at some point he'll just be like, "So, what did you bring for you today?"
Yeah, which
at
is
some
not
point he
behavior
just
that
get there
concern.
because no one has stopped him.
Okay, so let me say it from a different perspective then. Okay, he can continue being an asshole, but if he wants to be a better human being,
Yeah.
what would you say to him?
He also has some work to do.
Of
As a
course,
guy,
all
what would
these
you
people
say?
have some work to do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for now, on this subject matter, because we're not talking holistically, on this subject matter in dating in Nairobi and these experiences, so far it's working for the dude. For the girl, it's not working. That's why she's tolerating it, but then she'll go home and complain to her girlfriends. If it were working, if she was okay with it, she wouldn't complain. It would just be a story she said. She narrated, you understand? So for her, she is on for dating, as far as this topic is concerned, for dating in Nairobi, the dude is okay. He's cool.
I feel like
is the one who needs
he
to
probably
change.
feels that she's trying too hard to make it a good impression on him. She's trying too hard. She's trying too
Yeah, but it doesn't
hard.
mean you have to diss her. That's the most
Yeah, that's
uncompassionate,
disrespectful.
mean, aggressive
No,
thing you
I
can say
agree
to a
with you.
He's being an
woman.
asshole, which is who he truly is.
He's showing himself.
But
Yeah.
he's being
Yeah.
disrespectful.
When,
Alright.
when people get power, that's when you see who they truly are. When people have money, it's the same thing when people are drunk or high. When people are having a good time, that's when you see who they truly are.
And he hasn't had anyone who's challenged him, obviously.
Clearly.
He's got away with speaking like that.
All right,
and
next
no one has
next
stopped him.
story.
Yeah.
Right, she's laughing. Right, I need to.
It's going to be a funny one then.
So there's one chick who wait. She met a guy on Tinder, and the guy was here for a short time, so it was obviously a foreigner.
Passing him through.
He told her to go to Mombasa with him and his boys. This is someone she doesn't know. So he said, go to Mombasa with me and my friends. And he paid for her air ticket
He
and
paid
he was
for
going to
what?
get her a room when she arrived.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
he pay for a transport?
She went, and it was a while ago. She went and she didn't have any money at all. Like, she was broke. and she went there, and then the guy saw her. He saw her from, like, he was at the pool bar, and then she was walking in, and then he changed his mind about her because apparently her pictures, she looked skinny in her pictures.
Yeah.
And then she came in, obviously she gained a bit of pounds. So she's like curvy. And he was like, no. In his words, no, you're too fat. So he pretended, he sneaked away and pretended he's not seen her.
It's embarrassing.
And then he
What?
So he told his friends, just hit on her if you want to, because I'm not interested.
Wow.
Because they are commodities.
Wow.
They presented themselves as commodities and they were taken as commodities. You are what you present yourself as. You will be treated
So
as
she's
what
stranded.
You present yourself as.
So wait, so you believe that by her accepting the invitation to come to Mombasa,
No.
she presented herself as a commodity.
That level of where you come with zero money, zero whatever, and
Yeah.
you guys haven't really, clearly they didn't vibe.
Yeah, you haven't
verbally.
met beforehand.
They didn't create a vibe. No, even on text,
Yeah.
they didn't create a vibe. It was all...
They might have
It's a-
created a vibe, but I think for the guy,
vibe was sexual.
but he was saying, right, I believe that he saw a photo of her that's completely different from the reality.
Yeah.
And so
he decided to ghost her in the middle of an island. So the end of the story is she ended up stranded. She couldn't get back because she only had a one-way air.
So even the dude's friend didn't want her.
No one wanted her.
God damn.
So she was stranded.
I feel, I don't know, I don't like this story because
It makes me feel sad.
I wouldn't have made those choices in the first place. It makes me feel sad, but there's so many places where she went wrong. I'm sorry. Like, all right, I can only take this from the female point of view because I'm not in a guy's head. Yeah, from a female point of view, I wouldn't have gone. Why would you go somewhere by yourself to meet a guy that you've never met before?
Yeah.
And it's because the dude was a foreigner.
You trust him because he's a foreigner.
You think if a Kenyan dude told her, let's go to coast, she would just go?
No.
So if she's going to go only for a foreigner who suggests this, then let's just figure it. She was a commodity. Okay? And the dude got there, and you're like, you're false advertising. Bitch, you fat. I like them slim like this. My friend can hit on you if he wants. But he seems also not interested. You get me?
It's
let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah. It's also seedy. It just feels so horrible.
Yeah, but what if in her mind she thought, oh, that's so romantic. We've been chatting for a while on Tinder and this guy's offered to pay for me to go. He's obviously invested. This could be something. It's exciting. You only live once. Why not?
It really depends on how they vibed. Because if they were vibed on a personality level, then the whole thing about being overweight compared to her picture goes out of the window.
Yeah. The money thing should not have mattered, and the appearance thing should not have mattered because it was all about vibe.
Yeah.
If you guys just sit up on Tinder, you guys are vibing, and you're like, yo, I'm coming to the coast. Why don't you come through? Sure. Fuck it, I'm coming through. That's a whole different story. We're vibing. You get me? And if you guys are truly vibing, there won't be a reason for even the chick to hide her true image.
Yeah.
Because it won't matter as per se.
Yeah.
You
No,
get
but
me?
it's still her. Like, it might have been from a while back, but it's not like false advertising because
Really?
it's still her.
Nah.
I'm playing
No.
devil's advocate.
Yeah.
It depends on you as as the receiver of the beauty. Yeah. Natalie, say you saw a picture of a hot dude.
Yeah.
And then there's something that
They had a 6-pack
No,
5 years
or-
ago.
or
Now they have
whatever it
a
takes.
tummy.
whatever it takes to make you tick.
Yeah.
Right. Say 6 packs make you tick.
Yeah.
So you saw a photo, he had a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And 6-pack makes you tick.
Yeah.
And then you saw him in person. That 6-pack is no longer there.
And he has 5 kids with 5 baby mamas.
It depends
Wow,
on
you're piling it on now. That wasn't part of the contract of this conversation. That's one at a time.
What if your thing, if your
Thing is
kind of
6-pack.
do or
Yeah,
die
then
thing,
it's your deal breaker. Then
Yeah,
it's your
if
deal
your
breaker.
deal breaker
then
is,
don't
I
go
like
on Tinder.
6-packs.
Then don't go on Tinder
no,
because you're relying on a
if
picture.
someone has presented a photo to you
yeah.
You
to
are
represent
entitled-
themselves,
yes. You are
you've got no
entitled
other
to-
information to go by.
You're entitled to turn down this person when you meet in
Yeah.
person.
So why swipe right or swipe left?
Because
whatever
you
it
like
is.
what you see.
Yeah,
So you want to see that what you see.
it's the responsibility of the person to update their photos.
Yeah, but everything in life carries a risk. Yeah. So
What?
the risk you're taking is that 6-pack
He
might
took-
not be there.
Yeah.
So if you're on Tinder, you're
No,
taking
you
that
take the
risk.
risk, yeah.
You're taking that risk.
Now, if you're Tinder, then you get you message her. You
Come on, how old are
you
we? Are
just
we
ask
6?
your- no,
We
just
know
ask
what
you. You
Tinder's
still
all
have your
about.
6-pack, man.
Do you
I don't want to
Then
come
he
over
said
here and
yes,
dance
then
on your
what?
belly. You feel me?
Please.
It depends. Whatever your deal breaker is,
Yeah.
it's down to you. And the guy had his. He clearly wasn't staying in the country for long.
Yeah.
He wanted a hookup. She knew this.
Yeah, but then he's not doing his due diligence. He should have done a video call before he bought the ticket. You know, got
Yo,
some
the
real
due
time
diligence
Like,
going
you haven't
on.
that's
seen
it.
fat chicks with cute faces.
No, but I'm saying then
Video call,
if it's your deal breaker that you want a slim chick, then make sure you video call her before you buy her a ticket and be like, hey, just stand up for me. I want to see a toy wear because I want to buy you a dress. Make up any reason.
All I'm saying is you won't do all that if you are operating from the point of we are both being honest.
No, but
'Cause
he
the dude-
obviously wasn't.
No, he
obviously
was
wasn't.
being honest. The chick wasn't. Like if the chick looked like she looked in the picture, the plan would have gone as planned.
True.
Yeah.
The dude wasn't really
Okay, so
being-
what I'm saying is
Uh-huh.
take control of the situation. Do your due diligence. If that's your deal breaker, make sure 100% before you buy a $200 ticket that this chick is
And
who
he
she-
should have
who
paid
she
for her
is.
to get back.
But it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Out chivalrously. He
Listen,
should have
if
paid for her to
he
get back.
invited her there, there's an unsigned contract that says
Unwritten rules.
I'm gonna bring you here.
Uh-huh.
I'm also gonna bring you back because that's not fair.
But
you can't invite
also,
someone somewhere.
in the
Say that you're gonna
unwritten
pay
rules,
for them.
in the unwritten rules, there are a rule that states that bitch, if you send me a picture looking like this, you better look like this.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
but even if she
why
didn't look like
why
that,
should I
help her
hold
get
up?
home.
Why should
Help
I
her get
hold up?
home,
Why
man.
should I hold up my end of the bargain when you didn't?
True. No, I get that.
So they got
That's a tricky one.
They got their.
That's a tricky one.
There's
so
no tricks
basically,
there.
they
There's
got.
no tricks.
She got what she
Very
deserved.
black and
He
white.
got what he deserved. End of story. Next story.
Okay. I feel really strange because
Wait. So this same chick, it's the same woman we're
these
talking
are
about. Let me tell you the story.
things that wouldn't happen to me. Simple as that. They just wouldn't happen to me. I'm straightforward.
Cool. We get it.
Yeah.
We get it.
I won't end up in Mombasa by myself, like
So
stranded.
with this chick, her finances never aligned. She never had money. So whenever, even when they went out as friends, like a work social, this girl always paid for the other girl to get home. So they kind of lived in the same area. So she always made sure she got home safely.
Yeah.
But she used to always tell her, you can't go on a date without any money.
Never.
But she was like, as long as she has money to take an Uber, then everything will sort itself out.
Can you just pause it there? Can we just talk about this
So-
one topic?
So wait. She met this guy on Tinder, another Tinder guy, went on a date and they were hitting it off, so they're talking, they're on a second date. So this is the second date now, right? And he was like, let's go to Kempinski. So she was like, you're going all the way on a date, Kempinski? You have money? Are you sure you're okay? She's like, no, he's a cool guy. He got me. It's fine.
Please tell me she peeled potatoes.
And then he's going to make sure that I'm okay. He'll drop me home. He'll probably even give me some money. With this chick's like, this doesn't sit well with me, her friend. You can't do that. So she felt like really bad. So her friend gave her money to make sure she was good. She gave her 1,000 shillings just in case so she can get home. This is her friend.
So she didn't even have 1,000 bob.
Nah. So I'm going to cut this kind of long. So
Can
basically,
we just, all right, so,
wait, then it gets worse. Let me see. Let me
Okay.
just finish the story and we can talk about it. So she sees her on social media ordering king prawns, bottles of wine.
wait. So she's on social
She's
media
gone to Kempinski.
showing the world that
And
she's
she's
ordering king
ordering
prawns and
lobster.
champagne
This is why she went.
and lobster.
This is
And
why
then
she
the
went.
dude hadn't arrived. And then her friend's like, did you order? And then she's like, yeah. And then her bill came out to like 10 G's. And the dude called her. He came with a friend. And he was like, this is the chick I was telling you about. Typical of her. She's already ordered things waiting for me to pay. So he was pissed. She's like shocked. Like, aren't you going to pay? And then he's
The
like, me and my
audacity.
boy, we're going to Kiza. So
So
I'm not
you're
gonna
on your
stay
own.
here.
Wow.
And she's like, my meal? And then he's like, that's what you care about.
Yep.
And then he refused to pay.
Good.
All right.
He goes,
as
you
a
came
dude-
here, you ordered without my permission, so
Mhm.
figure yourself out.
Yeah.
And then because she knew she had no means, she begged him. And then he paid the bill. And then she's like, since you're going to Wakiza and I live close by, can you drop me? He said, no, the car's full.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I want to hear a male perspective.
So he left her there.
That's
There
true.
you go. Yo.
And he was like,
There's more.
I won't be calling you again. And you need to learn how to like respect yourself a bit more. And because he's like, men don't like broke women. And because she had the 1,000 bob, she was able to get an Uber home.
But what about the food?
And she called her friend and she was crying and
Not
crying and
disrespectful. She
crying.
begged.
I was like, oh, this man was really disrespectful. Yeah. And then he paid for it later.
So she's saying that the man was just disrespectful.
Yeah. Because he didn't
Okay.
pay the bill.
I'd like to
She
hear.
decided to order king prawns and drink champagne.
Okay. All right.
What are your
So
thoughts
first of
on
all,
that?
to the dude, I would not have paid. I would have gone home with my boys in the full car. You get me?
Yeah.
Since when is it our fault that you're stupid? You understand? Why the fuck are you ordering all this shit?
But it's not even like she ordered a bread roll and some butter. She ordered king prawns.
Yeah. And
So
champagne bottles.
That's showing you the level of expectation. that
What
she's
if I
like,
don't drink?
Yeah. What?
Can I just say, listen, before I got married, I need to talk about my pre-marriage life. I would never go on a date that I couldn't afford myself. Because you have to respect yourself, yeah?
That's what he said to her.
Yeah, it's true. I never go on a date with the expectation that the man will pay. It's nice for a guy to pay.
No, but
It's
even
chivalrous, yes. But I would never go with that expectation.
no, but even the thought that she ordered without him being there
Yes.
on the second date, that's just
It's
that shows that
strange.
you're not there for him. You're there to
To
get
eat.
full.
You're there to
You're there
eat.
to eat nice food.
And already on IG and all this shit. Because that's all you care about.
Showing off.
And even
Showing off.
even the dude said that's all you care about.
Yeah.
And she had no comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had no
'Cause
comeback.
it's true.
Yes, it still hasn't loaded.
'Cause
It's
it's
still hasn't,
true.
like she still went home and be like, yo, the dude was so disrespectful. Yeah, like,
I'm
What
sorry.
about her being disrespectful? That was disrespectful.
the whole thing was disrespectful from her side. The dude did not disrespect at one point. In fact, the dude paid for this shit.
Yeah.
He did not have to.
Yeah. I just think that, I don't know, in my dating history, I've never gone out assuming the guy will pay. It's nice if a guy pays, yes. But not with the assumption.
Yeah, but what if he said
Especially if it's an
no,
expensive
but this
place.
is date 2. So maybe the first date he paid and she just assumed, that's
Yeah.
just how it rolls. He'll pay for
No,
me.
but all right, so you're there, he's paid for it, you're thankful, you said, oh, thank you for paying. But then the second date, just date 2, you're assuming.
And then you've ordered
he has
before
money
he got there.
for
And
the
you've
next
ordered
one.
before he got there.
and
Oh,
she,
yeah.
she should have eaten beforehand
No.
as well.
No, she wanted
Like,
to show
why couldn't
off.
she not wait?
The aim, let's face it.
She's
the
showing
aim
off.
was
Yeah.
to show off.
On social
That's
media.
why she was on social media. That's why she was example.
That doesn't look
I
good.
won't be surprised if she's the one who suggested Kempinski.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised.
And that's not a good trait to be showing on date 2. I just feel like, the first few dates, you're supposed to be showing your best,
Foot forward.
your best personality. I'm not saying you should be faking it. It should be you.
But that's her. But
yeah,
she was
that's
showing
obviously
herself.
showing
You're
her true
assuming-
colours.
You're assuming she wasn't showing herself, but she
Yeah,
was
but-
No, she's showing her
herself.
true colours.
Guys, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even do that after 2 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Unless it's truly you. Unless that's truly who
And
you
you're
are.
both okay with that. That's just
Not-
the way your relationship is, and that's fine.
Now I don't know about that.
It
part,
kind of
but-
just shows that she's after his money. That's what it feels like.
And he even
They're the
said it.
vibes.
That's he
Or
even
she,
said it.
or she likes
Yeah.
good food and she has good taste.
No, he
But she
even
can
said
she
it.
can pay for it then.
Yeah, but then what got me was the begging.
Yeah,
It's all
because I can
very-
imagine how desperate it was.
Nah.
I can imagine Kempinski.
That's what I'm saying. It comes across as desperate, and I don't want to shame anybody. Listen, I'm not trying to be here shaming, but women, please.
It gives Kenyan women a bad name.
Have self-respect.
No, for real, it gives
Have
Kenyan women a
respect for
bad name.
yourself. That's it. That's what I'm demanding. If you're gonna go out anywhere, make sure you can pay for that thing yourself. I don't believe in this thing where the man's got to pay for you. That's just my opinion. Other people might have
Or
other
he
opinions.
can pay, but at least have backup. At least be able to know that if he doesn't show, I've got myself. You
No,
know
but
what I
it's
mean?
like a treat. Like I'm telling you,
It's a treat
It's a
or
gift.
trick.
If someone pays for you
Yeah.
for something, it's a gift. You don't assume or expect
So it's
it.
the expectation.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding annoying. The expectation. Why would you assume that someone will pay? It's date 2.
So maybe there are some like dating rules that we're not aware of. Maybe the rule is it true, Moses, that the guy always pays? I don't know.
What do you think? What has happened in your experience?
I feel I've experienced both type of girls whereby this one expects you to pay and this one is like she doesn't really care. If she's the one who asks you to go out, then she's just gonna pay. If you're the one who asks her, you're gonna pay. And if you don't have cash, a big deal. You guys can split the bill. Like I pay for my whatever. But then that depends on the level of the intimacy you guys are. If you're friends, you guys are gonna split the bill, or like I got this, or the next time I got it, whatever type of situation. So I've been in all kind of situations, and I understand the thinking behind all of them.
Okay, but in Nairobi, are you saying that it goes?
In Nairobi, the norm is for
expected.
the dude to pay.
Okay,
that's the thing that's been put out.
I think that's kind of world over.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know about other women, but I know that when I go on a date, I need to have backup money.
No, but bare minimum, like if you can't get home, then that's another level.
But here's the thing:
if you can't get home, don't go out.
I'm still wondering how people ask for dates for each other. Like so. In my thinking, when you're vibing with a chick on text or you're talking on the phone and you guys are discussing going out, I assume because you guys want to actually see each other, there's a freedom of speech you guys have in terms of how you're exchanging the back and forth. To the point whereby if I've asked you, yo, can you come through, and you don't have transport, you'll be like, yo, I can come through, but I ain't got transport. And then I'll be like, yo, I got you covered.
Exactly, right? I think,
and this is all happening on conversations.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think that's important. I feel women like that, if that's your thing, then just state it. Just be clear.
But,
so there's none of this weirdness.
We need to take out the fakeness. You need to talk to this other person the way you talk to your friend. So imagine if your friend asks you, yo, let's go to Kimpiski. Yeah. Your first, if you can't afford Kimpiski, be like, yo. I'm too broke for Kimpiski right now. You get me?
Yeah.
If you're talking to your friend, on text,
you would say outright.
You just be like, yo, Kimpiski, the fuck? Yo, I ain't got cash for Kimpiski. Do you got cash for Kimpiski? Yeah, I got cash for Kimpiski. You come through. Yeah, that's cool. And then you come through, and then so when we get to the date, there's no. Yeah, but I'm saying that's how I feel like. So people don't talk like that.
No, I'm saying there's nothing wrong if you're that kind of chick. Just say, if you're gonna date me, then the expectation is you pay for our dates. It's just how. And if you can't pay for my date, then I can't date you. Let's be friends, or just stay out of my circle, and it's fine. But
that's what I'm saying. The fakeness or the awkwardness comes because we're not being real with each other. Because I'm trying to uphold a certain reflection that I'm like this. Yeah. So I'm trying to look perfect for you.
Yeah, because how many dates is that going to last for, really?
You hold up the same mirror to ask me like, okay, I'm also like this. You're showing me you're this. Yeah. But then if we can just talk to each other like friends, because you're going to hang out together, whether you are after money and he's after sex. But that period of time, whether it's gonna be 1 night or 6 months or 1 year, you guys are gonna be together, okay? Yeah. And when you're hanging out together, you need to actually talk.
Yeah, the fakeness will drop.
Yeah, at some point.
After like 3 dates.
So I'm like, why can't we just talk as friends
from day one?
And be real.
Like when you see someone, approach them like you would approach a friend. Like, hey, what's up? So I was thinking like this.
But that's how relationships are supposed to be. You're supposed to be friends,
So I don't get. That's why this is a real puzzle to me. How you get yourself in that situation
in the first place?
Yeah.
It's like completely
like, are we not
out of my world?
I can't relate to it.
I can't relate to it.
That's why I'm trying to play both sides and see.
I can tell you about a time when, you were there when I went on an unexpected date with a dude, and you were there.
That's weird.
And he didn't have any money. Do you remember?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have any money, and it was awkward. Do you remember?
Yes, fair enough. He didn't have any money, but he ordered like dessert, main course, starter, champagne, sodas, water, lobster,
and then told me he didn't have money.
And then he didn't have money, and then he continued to order dessert after I paid for it. So that's a bit different. That was special. So
you went out with someone who did this.
So Natalie and I went out, and then there was someone I was talking to, and we happened to bump into him in the place that we were at. And then we said, oh, cool, you're in this same place. Okay, let's meet up for coffee in this place. So we went to this place, and then we all sat down, and he ordered for himself. We all ordered for ourselves. He ordered for himself, but he didn't think, oh, I have no money.
Or if you have no money, then at least be
maybe
modest.
I should order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P.
Yeah, be modest if you order. Don't order the most expensive thing on the menu.
Just order the coffee.
Or water.
Yeah.
Ask for a glass of water.
He didn't think about that. He ordered everything, and then he assumed payment.
Why would he assume this?
Because he just asked.
At the end, when the bill came.
He was like, I ain't got money.
Yeah.
You guys got this?
That's exactly what he said. And she didn't have any
And then
money.
you guys were like,
I was broke at the time as well.
I paid on a date I didn't want to be on. I didn't even know the dude. And like, why am I even here? Why did you invite him? And then I had to pay for the bill, which made no sense.
Yeah.
And she held that. I dated this dude for like 5 years, and she held that against him the whole time.
Yeah, but he was a loser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. We all agree.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know who you are. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Why are you
Yeah,
apologizing?
I'm sorry that
Why
we all
you
agree
bigging
that
him
you're a
up?
loser.
Why are you bigging him up?
I'm sorry.
Why you
We all agree you're a
acknowledging
loser.
his
Okay,
existence?
let's go on.
You're bringing him into existence.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Was there another scenario of
I was saying.
stupid chicks doing dumb shit?
Oh, we need men stuff. That sounds this is very one-sided.
Yeah, because it's coming from a chick.
But I brought the men stuff. I brought my ex who did that.
Okay. Any other man stories, Moses?
Say
Why
what?
would Moses have a man story? Or have you heard of your friends
Yeah.
going out on dates with no money?
Dude friends.
Yeah.
I've had
Does it ever happen?
I've had friends who've dated chicks. They didn't have money, so the chick is handling everything. And then a nigga did one miscalculation and then he's dropped off the street like that. Like,
Miscalculation. What do you mean?
yeah, stepped out or whatever. Like he did some miscalculation. The equation.
That's
did
not a
end up-
miscalculation. That's a major thing. How can so the lady's paying for everything and you step out?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know, man.
I just the whole
Miscalculation.
dynamics of the thing sounds horrible. Anyway,
That sounds like a
that sounds
nightmare.
horrible.
So that's the only scenario I've heard of a dude not having money on a date.
Okay, forget about money. What's your commentary on the dating world in Nairobi before obviously you guys got married? Like what were your experiences? So as if someone's watching and they're like, I might go to Nairobi and like settle down. Any
What would
words
you
of
recommend?
caution or
Do
recommendation?
you remember? Wait, can I just say before we came to Kenya to live here, my mother was like, don't. When we told her, the day we told her we were coming to Kenya, she was terrified. She was like, don't come to Kenya.
We're like, why? What are you talking
Her
about? What do
life
you mean
plan, her life plan has always been to get us married and
To white people.
to rich people. Not to white people necessarily. My mum was actually quite open-minded about who we marry or whatever. But she just wants us to be happy and to have resources. Yes, every mother wants that.
She doesn't matter what race that person is.
she's not.
She's just like, as long as they come from a good family.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
Which is
That
money.
was her one.
Not
family is
necessarily.
okay.
No.
But she just wants us to have, the parents to have us, for the family to be
Strong
together.
foundation,
Yeah, to be from a strong foundation.
Mm.
So I've totally forgot what I was.
And in her
saying,
defense, she
sorry.
never mentioned money. She just meant like good family.
Yeah, but I think our mother wants us to be comfortable. So yeah, money would come into it. Yes.
But she always says, rely on yourself. Don't expect a man to pay
Yeah.
for you. So it was kind of a balance.
yeah, but I actually forgot my train of thought. I'm so
So
sorry.
she told us not to come to Kenya, and we're wondering why.
She told us not to come to Kenya, and for a long time we're wondering why. She's like, if you want to get married, like she wants us to get married. If you come to Kenya, it will be a bad thing for you. That's what she said to us.
And we're like, what?
Well, we couldn't understand it. And basically she was saying that if you want to find a man in Kenya,
Like a
it might be
husband.
difficult for you,
Yeah.
a husband. And we really didn't get it until we moved here. And actually, to be honest, I was actually struggling in the UK as well, trying to find someone that I could relate to and want to marry. But when I came to Kenya, I found it extremely difficult.
The struggle's real.
The struggle is real. And a lot of professional women are finding the same thing. Like I have lots of professional female friends. They're all doing very well in their careers. They're intelligent, smart, beautiful women. My sister included. Incredibly smart, professional. Yeah, doing it for themselves. Funny. Anything else? Come on, we're marketing Natalie here.
Weird.
Funny, weird in a good way. And
Opinionated. But anyway, go on,
yeah, basically, women like you who, they've got a lot going for them, but it's difficult to find their counterparts.
No, but we're picky.
No, but people say that. I don't understand why. What does
Where did
picky
you do that
mean?
pose after?
No, that was she's just
Like,
throwing it out
mic
there.
drop.
Yeah, no, she's throwing it out there because that's what
But
that's
I'm
the
not-
title.
I'm not
that
picky.
Professional women
that's
are given.
that's the title we're given.
Picky.
Yeah.
No, I just know what I want and I won't compromise myself for anything
And what is
less
it that
than
you want, Natalie?
Is this, okay, this is really funny because do you want to hear the bare minimum?
Yeah.
You're motivated. You're passionate about something. You're above 5'4".
You have an opinion.
You have a mind of your own. Is that a lot? No? Did I mention looks?
No.
Yeah. So basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It took me some time to find the one, but I feel like I found the one when I dropped all of my expectations. To be honest, when I was just like, no, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. No, what I mean is, I feel like I built up this impression of what I was looking for, and then the moment I was like, okay, I'm enough. And I don't know. The moment I was, what am I trying to say?
Desperate, like not needing it.
Yeah.
Like
All you
the
need
moment
is yourself.
you
The
realize
moment you realize you don't need anyone else.
and your worth. When you
the
realize
moment
your
I was
worth.
comfortable
Yeah.
with not searching
Exactly.
Yes.
was the moment someone came into my life. Was the moment I was able to see beyond the annoyance or whatever. I was able to be more open and allow things to come to me.
Yes, I think that's important. I'm just speaking for my truth. I feel like people, not just men, obviously, all humans, pick up on energy. And I feel like if you're a woman who is like,
desperate,
I need a man to fulfill me, that's what you're oozing. So you're going to be taken advantage of.
And you'll come across as desperate.
That's when guys are like, oh, your lace front is poking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when that happens to you.
That's exactly what men hate. Desperation.
Yeah.
If a woman is there.
Even women.
Women as well, yeah.
It's just not an attractive trait.
Nobody wants desperation. You want to know that I'm desired for me. You don't want to know that I'm desired because this woman needs to have a baby now within the next 2 years. Otherwise, her eggs will dry up.
Exactly.
Like, they don't want to know that.
And as a man also, you want to be with this woman. You want to feel like you conquered something that was difficult to get.
Not easy.
Not easy. So if it's easy, you're also going to disrespect it.
Hold on.
And desperate equals easy.
You say men don't like easy women?
Yes.
Yeah, no, really. It's not an attractive trait. Like when a man is describing his type of woman, are you being sarcastic? Am I just talking for nothing?
I'm genuinely like. this is
it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell with you, Natalie.
I was actually really interested in that whole thought.
So here's the thing. Yeah, men don't like easy because when a man is describing the character traits of the woman he's into,
well, they must be chaste.
Easy won't be part of that.
They like the chase.
Because the conqueror mentality, like all men are conquerors in their own minds. That's why even during sex, in your experience with men, every man thinks that he's the best dude to ever fuck you. You get me? Like there's no one else who ever came better than this shit right here. I'm putting it down. Fuck everybody else. Before me, there was many. After me, there.
So hold on. So if a chick said that before you, I was with 20 guys, that would be not.
A guy wouldn't even like that. Tell me. If I said to you, Moses, I need to tell you something. Before you, there were like 50 guys. What would be your opinion?
Used goods.
If I'm an insecure dude, that would bother me. You get me? So this now comes back to the dude themselves. If I'm insecure, that would really bother me. If I really don't give a fuck, I really don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Like. So what happens when I get upset? You come back. Actually, I forgot. It was only 20. It is what it is. You get me? It is what it is. It happened. Now we are here. So now we are here. What do we do?
But I think the world's changing. I feel like women are more liberal when it comes to sexual activity, and men have always been that way. So what's the problem? It's just equal.
We're just being
expectation.
We're just equal. The unfamiliar is scary.
Yeah.
Because we have been trained to think of the worst case scenario first. When you think of something, immediately the first thought it won't be like if the best case scenario were to happen. The first thing that jumps in your mind.
The worst case scenario.
The worst case scenario is what usually jumps in your mind. That's why when you introduce a dude to your mom, her first case scenario is to think of the worst. Like, oh, I hope he's not like this. I pray. Oh, let him come.
What other things? What womanizer?
Whatever.
That's basically it.
All the
no
things,
job.
Yeah, no job. Yeah. Anything else?
All the things of that might make the worst case scenario. All the things that would add up to a worst case scenario. And someone is using their insecurities or their worst fears to project to you at that point. You understand? Like Jay-Z keeps saying this story of like when his uncle told him like, you really think you're gonna sell 1 million records? And then he went ahead and sold 1 million records like 1 million times. Because that his uncle was projecting his fears onto Jay-Z. And so you end up latching on their universe because that's their vibe, that's their whole aura. So you end up starting feeding off the aura of a very rotten aura.
And that's why I never say there are no good men. And that's the story a lot of women say, like, men are not good. There are no good men in Nairobi. I don't want to believe that narrative because I feel like that creates your reality. So you have to,
When you say something often enough, you start believing
it becomes a fact.
When you believe it, it becomes a fact.
Yeah. When you say there's no good men, there will be no good men for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Samantha, do you think there are no good men in Nairobi?
Whew. That's a tough question. Because since finding my husband, I haven't been looking. So how am I supposed to answer that?
But I'm not talking about after. I'm talking about the prequel.
The prequel is a long saga of difficulty.
A summary then. A summary.
So the prequel, before Moses, there's like, BM.
What's BM?
Before Moses.
Oh, okay.
Before Moses.
We're getting all biblical now.
So we're getting biblical.
Even the name Moses. Before Moses.
Before
the
Moses.
Genesis.
Nairobi is a tough city. I'm sorry. But, okay, so dating is difficult, I think, in these times, full stop. Yeah?
Because of COVID.
No, even before COVID. COVID is an excuse. Even before COVID. I just feel like in this day and age where we're very, we're digital, we're not, even picking up the phone is a hassle nowadays.
Sorry,
when was the last time you picked up a phone call?
Never. I hate phone calls. Sorry, just interject. I find it strange at my age, which I'll never share, that people hook up or get to know each other via DM on Instagram.
Yeah.
I find it really weird.
Yeah, that's how people relate nowadays.
Because it's all about sex.
weird.
It's all about the superficial.
Or DM and WhatsApp, you know.
Before it used to be in a bar or at work or something
but
like that.
It's not even that it's superficial.
That's just how it is.
It can be superficial, but people are almost afraid nowadays to connect. They're afraid. So they don't get that intimate. So, yeah, they're relating digital. Instead of on the phone, where you can find out a lot about people on the phone. It's more digital. You're just sending texts.
Because it's easy.
Yeah. And that often leads very quickly to more sexual behavior. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sexual behavior, but I feel like there's a pace to it. Like you have to really have an amazing sexual bond. You need to know each other intimately as well.
There's fun in that game. Like if you just go from A to Z, I think that's so unsatisfying. Yeah. Like I feel
For
like
me, it's
the art of lovemaking is more than a physicality.
Yeah.
It's about the meeting of minds as well.
Definitely.
If you don't know that person, it's like you're only going to get to 50% of what could possibly be 100.
Yeah. It's superficial.
So you're saying before pre-Mose, you're saying that
I'm just saying that the world's different, and I think I was struggling with connecting with people, definitely in Nairobi. Like I was busy with work, and then finding a partner was difficult because even though we interacted with many people on a daily basis, there wasn't really many people out there that I felt, okay, yeah, we can relate on a deeper level.
You think people have become so more
I don't know what
superficial?
it is about Nairobi.
Personally, I feel like an alien.
Yeah.
I feel so different to everybody else, and my attention span for conversation is getting shorter. So basically, if we don't vibe, then I just kind of meander and walk away some way, shape or form. Yeah. But I find it harder to have conversation because I can't do small talk. I like to get straight in there.
Yeah, that's my issue.
I can't just do this. Yeah. I can't.
But here's the thing. So the thing that's big in Nairobi, or should I just say Kenya? But since I'm in Nairobi most of the time, let me just say Nairobi. The superficiality is so heavy.
But I think it's world over, Moses. I don't think it's just Nairobi.
There's so many people that I know. Yeah. I know so many people, but we just know on a high bye basis.
But that's the thing, though. The superficial, the fake. You see the example back when I was talking about the chick who went to Kempinski. Yeah, you get me. So if her and the dude were like actual friends, then the issue of things like I don't have transport.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen. Yeah, it wouldn't happen like that.
It wouldn't play out like that.
It just play out. And if like, again, like I said, if my pal invited me to Kempinski and I can't afford Kempinski, I'll be like, yo, I can't afford Kempinski. Do you got me for this? And they'll be like, yeah, I got you. Or like, nah, you sort yourself out, whatever. But then, like, because we are pals, it's an easy question to ask because I don't fear any judgment coming from them because I'm being straight up. And whenever you're straight up with anyone, they get straight up with you back. It's like an automatic response. But then that's what's missing in Nairobi.
Because when you're hiding your circumstances, then you're being fake.
So you can never get deeper. So there will always be people you can't pass a certain ceiling with them. You get me? You can go in only so far, so deep. But you can't go through completely because there's a veil they've put there to protect themselves.
Okay, so the reverse of this is I feel like I've been tricked historically. So basically, I had that mental connection. Oh yeah, I know each other. Oh, I know you. Yeah, we can have that.
We
can
know
talk.
each other.
We can talk.
Yeah,
I got
one.
Yeah, so I've been tricked. Yeah, so I don't know what when you reminisce, you look back, you're like, what could I have done differently?
Wait, you skipped the whole thing.
Yeah, because I'm not getting into it.
No, so you said you've been tricked, but you didn't say how you've been tricked.
Yeah, so
you got to know someone. Then what?
Moses is saying that there's this superficiality, like. If you were friends, you would have had that dialogue and that communication that you wouldn't have even ended up in that situation, right? So we're saying the premise is that men and women, when they interact on that level, it's superficial. Yeah. So that's why we have all these dating dilemmas, right? So obviously we're all human, we've all been dating and that's happened to all of us. And then you grow up, right? So you change your strategy, you learn, you change. Like, I need to get to know someone on a mental level first so I can see the red flags and like the potential shortcomings and be like, oh, is it a person for me or are they not, right? So I'm just saying, I went through that roller coaster of being personable with someone, thinking that I knew them on a level that I would have judgment. Yeah. Because I don't believe in like relationships without friendship. Friendship is part of it. I can't have a relationship with someone I'm not friends with.
Relationships without friendship.
It's like a dude. It's like I'm being a dude.
Is that what I did? I did that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm saying that I took all the cautionary steps and I didn't do any of these mad things that we just described, and yet I feel like I felt hoodwinked.
Yeah, because you are.
Yeah, so maybe
the dude wasn't being straightforward with you. So sometimes here's the tricky part with this straightforwardness business is sometimes when you're so straightforward with someone, they start seeing you as perfect, and then their insecurities kick in back again. And they're like, oh, for her life is perfect. That's why she can afford to be so straightforward. My life is messed up. I can't be as straightforward as her.
I want to hide some
all
stuff.
These are insecurities that are speaking up in their heads. And then they start making up again for their insecurities. So originally you thought you were making breakthrough and you actually were. But then you actually were in the beginning. But then it was too shocking for them. It did the opposite of what it was meant to be.
So it comes back to superficiality again then. That if you're looking for a true connection, you need to put your insecurities out there to dispel it. Because you know if it's real, if someone accepts you for your shortcomings, because nobody's perfect.
And then at that, when you read that state of mind, it's no longer an insecurity. It's just who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're just like, hey, this
you either take it or leave it.
You can just take it like these aspects you can't hide. Like if you're this height, you're this height.
Yeah, you can hide physicality. You can cover up with makeup.
But when you walk down the street, you can't walk down the street saying I'm tall, or I'm short. People will just be able to see, and then they will take you as you are. Yeah. When you see a short person walk through the door, you just automatically you take them as they are, or a tall person, or a fat, whatever. So the insecurities, all the insecurities.
Moses is fattest, by the way. Just want to put it out there.
Don't let all the fatties come after me.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry, he's not fattest. He just called everyone fatties. Okay, he's not fattest.
I can say this because I used to be fat.
All right, are you going to explain your fattism?
That's a sidetracking. No, he was on the point. He was grooving and then you just sidetracked.
I'm joking. I'm just joking.
You're basically saying that.
The kid did not kick in.
Yeah. You're saying that people can see physical flaws, but no one can see emotional or mental flaws. Yeah. And so it's easier or more... People hide those things. They can hide those things. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
They try to.
Yeah.
They try.
Especially in dating. They try to, as long as they can get away with it, they try to present themselves in the best light. Yeah. And they know their flaws. So they try not to reveal it to the last minute when it's going to be discovered.
No, but not trying to big myself up. Yeah. I don't know how to hide flaws. I don't know how to. Like,
how? I can only be myself.
You do not come from this school of thought.
Yeah, but it takes so much energy to hide.
It does.
Like, you need to just be yourself.
That's why I keep to myself.
It's exhausting.
It does. I would rather just chill.
It's so exhausting.
Extremely.
Guys, just be yourselves. Yeah. That's it.
I think we chatted about this.
That's it.
Here's the thing. The issue is being fake.
When I say guys, I meant everyone. I meant like girls, guys, everyone. Yeah. Guys in the genderless way. Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah. Be yourself. Just be real. Just be real. That's it.
Do you know how difficult that is for someone who's been fake their whole life?
Time.
You just got to learn to throw that away. Listen. Your fakeness can only go so far.
And life's too short, man. Like,
and fakeness has a ceiling. Yeah. There's a ceiling you can never break.
And how does the fake person feel in themselves?
They must sleep at night, cry, sorry. No, but like if you're fake and then you meet someone else who is also fake, then you're both dating, they're both fake.
You have a very happy life, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine.
but then you
you're
start
living
being-
in
No.
this heaven that you created.
No, then you
that
have
doesn't
no,
exist.
and then you need a vice. You need to be a drug addict or drink
Yeah.
or become a fatty. Like there has to be some kind of outlet. Because
Ignorance
you always
is bliss.
Yeah, no, it's not really.
Now for them it is
For them,
because
well.
this information I know now. I wish sometimes you wish you didn't know. Like when you just see people, when you see fake people, you understand, and then you understand why they're fake, but then the understanding of why they're fake hurts you. Like it bothers you because it makes them even look lesser to you.
Yeah.
And they think that you don't
you
see
always
it.
get dehumanized.
No, but just because you don't call it out to them doesn't mean that you don't see it.
yeah.
See what I
But
mean?
that's the thing. I go through this with so many people, and it's embarrassing. It's almost like, all right, you can see the thing that someone is
Trying to cover up.
experiencing, trying to cover up. You can see it. It's obvious.
It's so
and it's
clear.
embarrassing to see.
Like it's so clear. It's
Yeah.
very transparent.
It's embarrassing, and you can't say anything about it. You just need to let it happen.
And
and
by them
watch it play
being
out.
insecure about it, they make you notice it.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Like it's
listen.
something you weren't even noticing before,
All right.
and then the insecurity makes you notice it.
Yeah.
All right, to wrap this all up then.
This is getting really.
It's getting deep. No, to wrap this all up, right? Because we're trying to help people and you're trying to help me at the same time. What can we say to people to help them in the dating game in Nairobi?
Be yourself.
So you're saying be yourself.
100%.
I say be yourself.
100%.
And if you're with someone who's not comfortable with that person you're with, then that's not the person for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like, no, but I honestly agree with that point. If you're yourself, then there's nothing else to it. If you're yourself, the other person can either take you or leave you.
Yeah.
If they leave you, that's fine. It doesn't it doesn't take away from you.
And it's nothing personal.
No, it's just that they're not right for
Yeah.
you. That's it.
And
On
here's
to the next one.
Here's the beautiful part. When you're yourself, you'll attract people who
Who
are
are
attracted
themselves.
to you.
Yeah,
For
and
the
who
real
you want,
reason.
who
For who
you
you are.
who you're looking
So
for.
you'll actually clear the way for the right people in your
Yeah.
circle. You
Yeah.
get me? And so all of a sudden things will start working out, because when you're with fake people around you, people who won't actually like for who you are, it means these people also have insecurities of their own. That's why they're around you.
Yeah.
Therefore, these
They've got
people
their
don't-
own reasons.
Therefore, they never want the best for you.
Yeah.
Because someone who doesn't like themselves will never like you.
Yeah.
You have to like yourself first before you start liking other people.
Exactly.
So as long as I'm being fake, it means I don't like myself, because there's things I don't want to be exposed.
And I'm
You get-
sorry, like, honestly, the thing I would say through my experience is be 100% who you are. Work towards making yourself into the best version of yourself. If no one wants that,
Then that's their loss.
that's their loss.
And
Exactly.
to feed on to what you're saying, don't be afraid of asking the right questions. It's like I think people are afraid of asking questions that could eventually like protect you, because people reveal themselves to you eventually over time. And have boundaries. Like
of what you will accept.
yeah,
and
well,
what
you don't, because I feel like sometimes love can be a drug. We say, I put love in inverted commas, infatuation, whatever it might be. It can be a drug, and you decide to ignore all the things that are very obvious.
Yeah.
And
So it's really important. It goes back again to knowing yourself, knowing what your boundaries are, like you said,
Also, let
and
me
knowing
just
who
add,
you are, what you'd accept and not accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need to start valuing ourselves. And let me say this in a practical way. Every time we're in an awkward situation, every time you're being fake, every time you're saying something because you think this will make you look better, is because you are in fear of the awkwardness that will exist between the two of you if this thing is exposed.
Yeah.
And we need to start looking at it as what I bring to the table rather than what this person brings to the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
But that
need to
means that you
value
have
yourself.
Yeah.
that means you have to value yourself.
Exactly.
If I'm sorry, all right, I'm sorry. If you're going to Kempinski and you're broke, why couldn't you do the work to allow you to go to Kempinski and buy that meal?
Because it's not easy.
If that's the life you want and you feel you deserve,
build it.
why haven't you
Yeah.
earned it for yourself?
No, let me just
No,
stop
I'm
you
not
there.
trying to. I'm not.
No.
trying to bring
Let me
this to
just
money.
Let me just add.
I'm just trying to. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say that you can't expect a man to bring you the life that you are looking for, you deserve. Why aren't you bringing that to yourself?
Here's my thing though. I have no issue with looking for a man who can give you that life.
I do.
You have
No,
no
listen,
issue-
no, let me
you have-
just finish,
You have
let
no
me
issue
finish.
looking for a
Yeah,
man.
go on.
Just
who
be
can bring it
straight up
Yeah.
from the word go.
Yeah.
You get me? Because
But to be
we
honest,
are
these
all-
women that we've been talking about
No.
have been.
We
They
are
have been straight up.
listen. We are all built differently.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all built differently.
Yeah.
All of us are not elephants. All of us are not lions.
Or
all of us
fatties.
are not giraffes. You understand? We are all these different kind of
Yeah.
animals in there, and all the animals they work together to bring something
Unique.
that contributes to the ecosystem.
Yeah,
of the
they've
forest.
all got their own strengths.
Yeah, you get me. So you can't have the same expectations on the hedgehog as you give the lion.
Yeah.
So if you're a lion and that's a hedgehog, let the hedgehog
Be a hedgehog.
Yes, and there's things that need the hedgehog. So maybe that particular white man needs a hedgehog.
And just say,
You
I'm
get
a
me?
hedgehog. Say, I'm a hedgehog. Don't pretend to be a lion.
Exactly.
So, like, I agree with you. Everybody's different, but it goes back to what I was saying about communication and expectations and boundaries. Just say, if you want to date me, pay for my dinner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but so it goes out to it. It's about being honest.
Yeah.
About who you are.
And if you're looking for that life, when you're meeting these dudes with cash, they will actually respect you more when you're straight up. Like, there's nothing that gets a dude off guard as you talking to him like you're another dude. Like
if you're straight,
like your friends, like homeboys.
Yeah.
You understand? If you wanna get to the core of a dude, talk to the dude
like a
as
dude.
if you're a dude. Yeah. Just go, hey, what's up? Don't remove all the floweriness.
Ladies, you hearing
you
this?
get me? Remove all the floweriness of like, you know.
Yeah. Be straight. Get straight to the point.
Straight up to the dude.
Tell it like it is.
Talk to a dude like a dude. You guys are gonna have a bond. You get me?
Actually, can I just say something?
That's a nice point.
One thing I did notice culturally is I thought the English people were polite, right? But English people are more direct than Kenyans, even in just interaction. Forget about romantic relationships. I think Kenyans like to dance around subjects and rather than being direct and say, I want this.
Or you choose a completely different way of saying it.
That I don't understand.
To get to the point. Yeah.
But there is no point. It's just circles. But maybe there's a language that I don't understand.
Circles. Basically
circles.
circles.
Anyway, sorry. Guys, that's a summary. I hope it's helped, this advice that we're giving. And I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Final words. Done. That was a long final words, but
any final points? Wait, any final points?
Calm down. That's a microphone.
Yeah. But any final points on dating in Nairobi?
I feel like we said, no?
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything you want to add there?
Nah, just be yourself. That's it.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Be yourself.